our 53rd Independence Day. That also? That was to put up a program like this. We have to thank them very well. Look at it that the top well of it. But when you look at it, the negative effects of teenage pregnancy and early marriage, there are more things to that than as we are looking at it. And mommy will dwell on it. We know more about it. And I want to assure you that today, at the end of the program, there's going to be a great change in your life. What is it all about? It is how to live very well. You know, in schools, there's one problem that the teachers and even the parents normally observe. We have a lot of students that play transit in schools. What do we mean by transit? Gather their books, put their books at their back, and they will tell their parents they are going to school. But at the end of it all, they will not even get to the school. I hope you are aware of that. There are students, a lot of students, they have that habit. Is that also? And that is what we call transit. It's a very big problem, and it's a disease among students. And most students you see today, they are always going through autism and this and that. They start from this stage, at this early stage, when they are primary schools and secondary school. So I want to say, and I want to advise you that if you stay away from transit, in schools, we don't pretend. Once you are learning, you are learning. Once you are a student, you are a student. So take your study seriously. Don't pretend. Don't believe in getting your mark at the back door. It will not take you to anywhere. Like the knowledge you are going to acquire here today, all is good. You don't beg for it. It is your right as a Nigerian to be educated. So once you are in school, and you have to privilege that your parents are being able to send you to school, you have to take the study seriously. You don't compromise education, and we don't compromise knowledge. You don't have two ways to it. That you can do it like this if you go. No. This is not a market issue, or we are not in the life where you can do this, then you can get it alive. No, it's not like that. Knowledge is knowledge. And once you are studying, you take your study seriously. So at this point, I'm urging you to remain calm, open your heart, assimilate whatever that is going to the resource that is going to teach all of us. We are all learners, it's not only you. Both of us at this end, we are all learning. There's no end to knowledge that I have learned enough, so let me not let me turn my jet here to know yesterday. I'm going to learn new ideas from our perspective. So stay well, remain focused, then at the end of the day, you will not have any to regret. That today, in Nigeria, and this is a very good way of celebrating it there. It's not just running and doing this and that. You know, today it's supposed to have been at the feed at the council. That also, yes. But we know the NGO, they knew quite well that the independent is not going to be celebrated at this open up here. They want to do they have to put up this program for you. And to me, I look at it, it's a very good program. Because what you are going to learn is not something you have learned when you were in the field. So student? Great Nigeria student.
Great.
Just tell somebody that you are blessed. Say it again. So why are you blessed? Ask why. Say so.
I belong
To a generation
to a generation
of information. I am blessed
I am blessed
because
because I belong to a generation
of information.
of information.
Do you know why I made that statement?
No.
You are a generation that is so blessed. In our time, there was nothing like this. We lived because God's mercy was upon us to live. We achieved what we achieved because God was on our side to achieve these things. This exposure, this information, they were not there. I standing before you now. Those of you are AGGS students, I was the pioneer tutor in this school. I was one of the first people to teach the first Ozoro baby to be a teacher in this school. That was back in 1969. In fact, my working career started from this spot. So that is why I'm saying you are blessed because you are exposed to all sorts of information. But the issue now is that how do you, what information are you accessing? Are they negative information or are they positive information? And what role is information playing in your life? The information you are getting, are you using it to glorify God? Are you using it to put a smile in the face of somebody? Is the information causing us pain? Is the information causing our parents pain? Sleepless nights? So that is food for thought for you. Great students! So happy independence. I just thank God because when we were doing the first independence, that was 1960, I was a small girl primary school. In that, that Anglican primary school. I am aware. I was there. And we have to trek from Ozoro to Oli. You never go in our children. We trek from Ozoro to Oli to celebrate independence. Trek. No vehicle at that time. No motorcycle that time. We trek. And when we are trekking, we trek with pleasure. We are happy. And what did they do to us? They gave us that Nigeria flag. And all of us were waving the flag. Independence Day rice was provided by government. So all of us were giving plastic bags of rice. Some of us we didn't eat the rice there. We put the rice in our bag and we took it to our parents in the house. So things have changed greatly now. That is why I say you are a blessed generation. So always every day when you wake up, declare it upon yourself that you are what? You are a blessed generation. Okay. So we are going to go into a topic which says, please listen. Okay. For the girls, this topic, okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Sirogo, please. I'm a retired public health nurse. I'm retired. So that's why I'm back to my community now. To touch life, to put smile in the face of people and to teach you youth. You know, I remember when I came here, when I was in Benin after school, when they brought me here, the community brought me from Benin to come and teach in this school. That I should get, because that's why in our time, girls were not going to school. They just give them out to marry. So I remember I was so small then. Even the people I was teaching, some of them were married with children. And was the sort of community say, go. You know, in the morning, I will be marching to church, I will be in their front, and I was so small. Yeah, it's an experience, please. So please. And teaching continues. I just thank God that excellent word again has given me opportunity what I did years past. Okay, so today, this lecture, though is centered on girls, the boys are also here to learn. Because most of these problems these girls are facing is caused by the boys. So that is why, just bring your Bible and bring your paper. I'm going down to your level, alright? I'm going down to your level. When you look at what I have written, I said a talk. I didn't say a lecture, but I purposely made it like that. A talk presented by me. I'm not going to give a lecture here, but to talk, I'm going to talk. You are going to learn from me, I'm also going to learn from you. So it's sort of a discussion to say, not a lecture. Okay. The negative impact of teenage pregnancy. Can we all say that? The negative impact of teenage pregnancy. Yes, that is the topic we are going to discuss today. The negative. No chorus answer, no chorus answer. Yes.
Between 12 and 17 years. A teenager is a child of between 12 and 18 years.
Okay, somebody else should come. Who is a teenager?
From 13 to 17 years.
Beautiful. Clap for that hair. A teenager, that is a teenage person, can be defined as one who is between the ages of 13 and 17 years. Did you get that? And that is, he or she is not a child anymore, but not yet an adult. So where do you be child? Confusion. You are not an adult, but you will be behaving like an adult. You are not a child, you will be behaving like a child. So that is the group that you belong. You get it? So you are going to repeat this before me. A teenage person can be defined, say it.
A teenage person can be defined
As one who is between the ages
as one who is between the ages
of 13 and 17 years.
of 13 and 17 years.
Okay. So, take it off. No, bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, take it off. Okay, just leave it there. In Nigeria, there is a law. We have what we call child protection law or child protection rights. So many rights. Maybe sometimes we'll go into detail of this Child Rights Act. And I happen to be one of the members of a Child Rights Protection Network for this state. I am a member of the Child Rights Protection Network and also an assessor of the family court in this state. So, according to the Nigerian Constitution, anyone ages below 17 years is a minor and has no legal status. Then again, in the young people's law of Nigeria, those aged between 14 and 17 years are regarded as young people. So you are all what? Young people. Anyone aged below 17 years is a minor and has no legal status. Then in the young people's law, you have law, you have Child Rights Act. Those aged between 14 and 17 years are regarded as young persons or young people. So that is what you are. Okay, let's come down to our teenage pregnancy now. Teenage pregnancy. When we talk of teenage pregnancy, okay. When we talk about teenage pregnancy, we are referring to pregnancies which occur below the ages of 18 years. That is when a girl gets pregnant before the ages of 18 years. Is that clear? When a girl, like you here, when you get pregnant before you reach that age of 18 years, that is what we call teenage pregnancy. And in most cases, these teenage pregnancies, they occur out of wedlock. They occur out of wedlock. Some of them are unplanned. And they occur because you lack information on the reproductive system. You lack that information on how the reproductive organs work. We talk of, for the men, they have penis. For the female, they have vagina. And for the female, they have a circle, which we call the menstrual circle. As long as you fail to recognize how this function, how these organs function, you will be a victim of this teenage pregnancy we are talking about. So I came here that teenage pregnancy may occur as a result of inadequate information about reproductive health. And again, you also get pregnant because you don't even know the risk of pregnancy. You don't know how pregnancy is. Pregnancy is meant for people who are really mature people that get pregnant, not adolescent girls, not teenage girls. Because God has arranged life. There is time for everything. Can you say that? There is time for everything. So, teenage pregnancy can also occur within the context of any marriage. I'm giving you some reasons. They occur out of wedlock. They occur because you lack the information of reproductive health. And they are not planned. They are not planned. Because marriage couples, when they are married, they plan to have babies. They determine when and when to have babies. But in this case, it's the opposite. The pregnancy just occurs in the life of a teenage person. For you, a teenager, to get pregnant. Why do you get pregnant before the age of 18 years? You are getting pregnant. Why?
By self-control.
Please, there's no wrong and right answer. We are here to learn. Don't stop anybody that is talking this. That is his own opinion. Yes, we are here to learn. Why do these teenagers, people below the age of 17, get pregnant? Why?
According to the word of God, he said that train up a child in a way. When it goes, you will never depart from it. When you have not yet trained up your child in a way, it can go in a wrong way and be pregnant.
Okay, so it means that it's not part of the parents, right?
Because of the parents.
Any other reason? Why did you? Yes.
One of it is family background. Depends on the family background they get comes from.
Yeah.
In which the parent doesn't advise children.
Yeah.
Secondly, it may come from peer group influence.
Yeah.
Influencing a girl to do all sorts of rubbish that are not good.
Okay. Yeah.
If a girl, that is, her mother is always advising her at home, and maybe the girl is not listening to her mother, she will follow bad friends, and maybe the bad friends will influence her boyfriend, and that's
good influence. That's good. Beautiful student.
Lack of self-control leading to pregnancy.
Lack of self-control. How?
Okay. Let's say you have some friends now that can just to bad influence. At least you know something like that.
Teenage girls get pregnant because of the kind of company they keep.
That is the same care. Yes. Tell me, yes, you.
The reason why some young girls get pregnant is because of the kind of movies they watch.
Second 16. Okay. So in addition to all this, the declining age of menarche. Menarche, do you know what menarche is? Do you know what menarche is? Yes. Menarche. That is the first day a girl starts menstruation. Yes. And we say declining age of menarche. What I mean by that is that in our days again, looking back, a girl starts menstruation at the age of 15, 16. One day you don't see your period if you come. But these days, 8 years are menstruating. Yes. 8 years, pro I have seen. 8 years are doing what? Are menstruating. Why are they menstruating 8 years? There are so many factors. One, the environment in which children are living now is so good. These children have no stress in their life. Mama, papa is always there for them, providing, feeding them. The diet they are eating is superb. Adequate diet. They take milk, they take eggs, they take vegetable, assorted. Because we the parents we want the best for our children. Especially those of us who are not opportune to have those luxuries. We want our children to have them. So the children are living in a good environment. You live in flat, toilet, beautiful things around you. But in those days, there was nothing like that. I remember we used to eat pepper soup with fish only, and then we swallow stand. And that is the end. We go to school. In some cases, we won't even eat. You understand? So those contributed to the delay in menarche at that time. But now you are so relaxed. In fact, who the parents will think for you now? Who that think for you? So because of that now, the period of menarche now, of early first menstruation is now lower to the age of 8 years. Yes, and parents that are here, you should be very careful. Okay. Is that not clear? Then every sexual life. Some of you start practicing sex so early. And especially in the body heart, it's common. Lesbian practices. It's common in body heart. Lesbian practices. Homosexual practices. So if you start, and especially the older girls will be doing it with the younger girls, God community, whatever you call it. So if you start downstairs, sex action, early in the life, you end up with you are already warned, you are already then another one, when to have children. There are some parents who pressurize their children, having their children to have children. That is just, it's not a good of it. People don't get the leg, no one get the leg. No, from having children, they see money for us. That is also, that is a bad dress. Why imitate actors the way they dress? That is their business. They are using it to get money. They are using it to drag attention. They are using it to command fans. So not ever imitate them the way they dress. Dress well, because when you dress carelessly, some of you will sit down and open your yard up and down. You are exposing yourself to rape. That is it. So some of these girls, unfortunately for them, they get raped. And when they get raped, they get pregnant before the age of 17. There are sometimes the economic hardship as we are facing now. As I said, some of the parents, mothers in particular, no not no source of income. They send these little girls out to go and meet men so that in return they bring in cash or whatever so that they can use it. Then another one is like we have said before, lack of information to reproductive health. Like this information we are giving to you now, you have to thank the excellent work foundation for putting this program together. Because we are not giving you information, we are not teaching you things that is supposed to be right. Okay, next slide. So sometimes sexual experimentation, like after teaching you, like in your biology class, for example, when they have taught you sex, man and woman, when they meet, they get pregnant. Some of you will go out now and start practicing can just occur. Yes, so that is it. Then sometimes again, you will see that the older men will be the small girls in their compound. They will love them, buy the seed, buy houses of things to them. Love them into their houses and start to have sex with them. That is what happens. So we are telling us today now, be careful the way you go in bars with an older boy. You get this though? Be careful, older men, older boys, be careful. And never you go alone, sitting with them alone in the house. You hear that? Somebody that is not your brother, neither your father. Don't do it. Because they can break you, they can learn you process and you get pregnant. So, let's do it. Then sometimes again, in this environment, you see young children, boys and girls, they smoke and go. Is it true or false? They smoke and go, they drink alcohol, they drink ogogoro. And once you are indulging in those acts, you know, it's utter your thinking, utter is function, the normal functioning of the brain. And so you start to do things that you didn't wrong. Anything can go. You can get a girl pregnant when you are young, and the girl can be pregnanted when she's also drunk because she's no longer herself. Those are the things we call risky behavior. So I'm going to go into again. What are then the consequences? Because that is because of this teaching. What is the impact when you get pregnant as a teenager? What is the impact on you? The impact is so much. Let's look at the consequences of teenage pregnancy. You can be classified into this following level. The first one is physical consequences. We will discuss it. And the second one is psychological and emotional consequences. Then the third one is social economic consequences. And then the fourth one is the consequences to the child. So the impact is not only on you. What did I say? Bring it down again. No, bring it. No. Okay. What did I say? I said the impact, that's the consequences of teenage pregnancy. That is classified into the following. What are the classifications? Yes. Very good.
Economic consequences and consequences on the child.
Beautiful, beautiful. Clap for yourself. Okay. Physical consequences. Are you tired? No. Stand up. Stand up. Sit. Stand up again. Sit. Stretch. 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 Okay. Consequences. Let's take it first from the antenatal period. What do you understand by antenatal? That is the time you are pregnant, right? Antenatal means the care you're supposed to have when you are pregnant. So where do you get this care? Yeah? Where do you get this care? Hospital, yes. So let's start from there. So during that antenatal, that teenage girl who is not mature enough for pregnancy has all these complications. Because she will not be properly cared for during pregnancy, she's liable to have premature delivery. Premature delivery means she will not be able to carry that pregnancy to 9 months. There are so many reasons. She's stressed out. Mama go abuse, Papa go abuse, friends go abuse. She's not comfortable. She's worried. And maybe the food is supposed to eat for a pregnant woman, she will not eat it. So all those bring about premature delivery. Then the other one again, no. As a result of, bring down. Okay, as a result of breakdown. There are diseases we call hypertension in pregnancy. Your BP goes up in pregnancy. The same reasons are BP. Stress up, abuses. Your mother was abusive because you have disappointed them. Hatred will be there. Friends will desert you. Those ones also contribute to high blood pressure. And once high blood pressure occurs in pregnancy, there's something we call eclampsia. The baby tends to feed. And once you start to feed, just like epilepsy, you will not end up having to be mature baby. Okay. Then sometimes again, because that child is not eating well, you may end up having anemia. And what is anemia? Shortage of blood. Then sometimes again, infection occurs like HIV and STI, you know all those. Then again, malaria, you know, the German people go first. They've just demonstrated to you concerning malaria. During this pregnancy of this teenager, that is always their problem. They are attacked with malaria, and when they have malaria, the malaria is always very serious. Then sometimes again, they also have risk of abortion. These teenagers, they have risk of abortion because even before they finish the level show, they must have attempted abortion, and a lot of them end up dying as a result of risk of abortion. Is it clear? And now, we talk of what are we now? Complication of your during labor and delivery. Can we say that? Okay. So for the teenage child, she's faced with obstructed labor. What we mean by obstructed labor is that, you know, the teenager, the pelvis, the hip, they are not developed yet. And in most cases, you will see that the baby's head in particular, will be bigger than the pelvis. Because the pelvis is not strong enough, it's not developed enough. So during the process of labor now, the head of the baby cannot pass. You understand? Because the baby is not matured enough. And the baby, whether you like it or not, the baby must grow in the uterus. So the baby cell cannot pass through that small hip of the girl. So at the end of it, the woman will have difficulty in delivery. That is what we call obstructed labor. And I'm going for operation. And that type of operation is what we call the cesarean section. It's so common among the teenagers who get pregnant. Then the worst of them all is peaceful vaginal fistula. I don't know whether you listen to a campaign of BBL. Are you listening? BBL. There are some campaigns, especially in the north. NGOs are preaching about BBL, peaceful vaginal fistula. Can you say it? Peaceful vaginal fistula. I don't know if vaginal fistula is the same thing we are talking about. A girl gets pregnant, a teenage girl gets pregnant. So during the course of labor, because the baby is so big and the lip of the girl is not mature, there is a tear. A tear will occur from your anus to the vagina. Do you understand? Because that capacity for that place to stretch is not there. So the girl tears right from the vagina to the anus. It's very, very common in the north because you know the outside they marry 10 years, 5 years, and you see old man of 40 years marrying, man of 80 years marrying a girl of 5 years. Yes, like the result. Yes, 40 years marrying 10 years. So what do you expect? So the baby will be so big, and because the pelvis is so small and immature, a tear, because the baby is trying to force itself out. So the tear just occurs from the anus to the vagina. So as a result of this, you see that after the delivery, that tear is permanent, rugged, and real. Even if she's coughing, the urine will be dripping. When she's sitting down, the urine will be dripping. And as a result of that, she will start to smell. Urine is coming out. You are lying that urine is coming out. You don't know, you don't have access to control that process. And at the end of the day, you become stigmatized. You say, see that way, if you hear her, I so smell. Now it is smell. Even that boy said, they force you to marry that boy. The boy will run. That boy will run away from you because of this problem of Do you understand me? Psychological and emotional consequences. You will tell me the more. What are the psychological and emotional consequences of these girls that become pregnant? Yes, answer me. What happens to you when you become pregnant as a teenager? How do people look on you? How do you feel your consequences? You become a school dropout. A school dropout. You might go to school as your education because in this environment, once a girl gets pregnant, that will be it. You will stop free. You will be suffering. Okay, you will suffer, yes, and you will suffer. Go on hiding. Yes.
If you have a mother that is very angry, she will drive you out of the house.
Definitely, you will drive you out of the house.
When you get pregnant,
Come a laughing stock. You become a laughing stock. Disgrace to yourself, to your parents.
Parents of your friend.
Yes, yes.
Because the baby just of you laughing at you, and then you'll be insulted by your friends.
That is it. Success more than. Parent is now. I'm a very baby. Is it possible? So that's what they have to do. Okay, if you feel not knowing. Okay, so what do you do? Now, what happens to your parents? Now, how do they get your money? When your parents have money to take off the baby, they will not. Financially, there's problem there. You cannot take care of the baby. You cannot take care of yourself. At the end of it, you are frustrated. You are unhappy. Some of them say people live the community, like you. And you are inviting property into your own life. Okay. So, what about the child? What happened to the child? What happened to the child? What happened to that child, that baby? Of course, the child, most of them died. And when they died, the child, what happened to the child?
due to that process, the child may have some certain diseases like anemia,
Exactly. How do we prevent? How do we stop this teenager from getting pregnant? How do we stop this teenager? You will teach me now. How do we stop this teenager from getting pregnant?